up, you guys? It's MCLegoboy here with 4479, the TIE Bomber, 229 pieces of LEGO Star Wars 2003 awesomeness. So, yeah, it has been 13 years, and I finally have a TIE Bomber. I paid $85 for it. It was originally retailing for $30. Considering the amount that people are selling it without a box and instructions and used, and also comparing it to what people want it being completely sealed, it was a pretty decent deal in my opinion. And I've been wanting a TIE Bomber forever, and they've not gone and recreated one ever since 2003. It's been one of the few sets that they haven't redone. So I'm pretty excited about it. So it was part of a Bricklink order, and when I opened up the box, none of the pieces that I also ordered with this were in that box. So they must be in here. So we'll see if everything is in there in like the guy says. So yeah. Anyway, we'll just kind of show the back. By the way, I do own all of these sets. I have not reviewed these. I've reviewed this, possibly even re-reviewed it with this camera that you're watching with right now. So yeah, and there you go. See, check that out. So yeah, we got we'll get a knife and we'll cut into this, and then we'll just see what's there. So I know this isn't about the Bricklink order, but I mean, I did get at least the piece that I need for the leg of my destroyer droid. So if you saw my review of that, ooh, you know that that's also being fixed. I've also got just a bunch of other pieces that I need to replace things that are cracked or broken on other sets. So, you know. But anyway, not worrying too much about this. Check this out, man. You don't see these anymore, and you know that this set is from 2003 because it comes with the 2002 catalog in it. So yeah, but I mean, really cool. These things, they showed you all sorts of stuff for themes that were out. Galador. We got soccer was a big theme. Harry Potter was another big theme at the time. We got some games going on. Jackstone that like for an older type theme. Alpha Team was underwater at this time. I've got this set, but somehow I lost the instructions for it. I don't know what happened. So yeah, I also own that one. And maybe I lost the instructions to that one, but I'm fairly certain I lost the instructions to this one. But still, it's like, I know I have these two because I've got the sleeves of the instructions, definitely, like the outer part of the instructions, but yeah. Anyway, more Alpha Team stuff. Got racers. And then some studios. Jurassic Park 3. Yeah. Life on Mars. Man, I've kind of wanted this set forever. Although, honestly, I'm not sure what I would ever do with it. You got some dinosaurs going on. Bonkles. Bonkles. Look at all the bonkles. And, yeah, I didn't see adventurers in there, which is interesting. And this was the one that didn't say what was in here. So anyway, rather than waste time, but, you know, just saying, like, these were, like, the LEGO magazines of my time, anyway, that, like, you got to see what sets were in there. Can't believe I said of my time. Yeah, man, 22-year-old. Back in my day. So, yeah, this was when they stopped putting little images up above, showing you, like, scenes of the TIE Bomber in the movies. Although, honestly, really would have only been in one thing, and we've got an advertisement for the minis, and I've also got a review of that. So, yeah, just letting you guys know. And never saw the website look like that, but who cares? Big question is, will this thing absolutely be 100% complete? I'm fairly certain it will be. The guy was nice enough to have a box and instructions that came with the set, so here we go. I'm gonna queue it up on Bricklink right now, where you can list all the pieces, and then I'll make sure that all the pieces are there, and if they're not, then I'll be quite disappointed. But you know, I have a feeling that everything will be there, and you guys will know in about 2 seconds. Alright, so arguably the set is 100% complete. There are no extra pieces. Didn't expect there to be. Now, here's where the issue comes in. There are 3 of these pieces, right? According to inventories online, I'm seeing that they're supposed to be this color, not the darker shade of blue. Now, I'm just going to throw all 6 of these into the bomber itself. So, like, not a big issue to me. But, I mean, regarding how old this set is, I'm not entirely sure how accurate these inventories can be. Now, Bricklink, I can trust more than Puron. I also checked Puron that said the same thing. But, like, just trying to make sure that I get my information from more than one source. Also, apparently there's a rubber band in this set, and the guy did not have the rubber band in here. Now, luckily, over the years, I have acquired a number of rubber bands from sets either I didn't want to keep together or something like that. Like, they're part of my giant stash of pieces or whatever. And so yeah, now we've got a rubber band. I'm still going to let the guy know that that's what happened. Like, I'll email him about it. But, you know, that's just the way this works. It's an old set. It's used. I can't entirely rely on everything being in there unless I do end up coming across something that is 100% sealed, brand new, in the box type information. So, unless all of a sudden, like, somebody were to come up to my door, like, hey, I found this Lego set that you would like. Would you like it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, or something. Or maybe it's like at a garage sale or something, and they don't know what they're doing, and they're selling it for super cheap or something. I don't know. I don't go around looking for garage sales, but you never know. So anyway, I can't 100% verify that these are the right color, but I'm totally fine with there not being extra pieces, because, again, used set, don't have to worry about it. Also, in case you guys are wondering, this is kind of how I do sort my pieces out in terms of, like, rebuilding a model or something like that, because right now I've actually got this this sorting list thing to where I'm going through and I'm making sure through all of my sets what pieces that are, like, broken or cracked or anything need to be replaced, or pieces that are missing, or maybe sometimes even like that there's a piece that I would like to have more of, so I'll just look online. But right now we've gone through just about everything. We still have to go through basically the Ultimate Collector stuff, and then stuff that is so brand new that it shouldn't need to be looked through, like, you know, super new stuff. But yeah, for the most part, things have been going well. But yeah, like, that's why I got some of these Bricklink pieces over here. So anyway, now 100% with absolute certainty and everything like that, we are going to review the TIE bomber. Alright, so we've finally built it, and the verdict is that I really like it. Waited 13 years for it. Amazingly, it has never been remade, arguably. So, the year that this came out, we also had the minis come out, and if you bought all 4 of the mini sets, they came with a component that you could use to make this. Whoa. To make this TIE bomber. And, you know, looks pretty cool. Like it. And then in 2013, we were given this, the TIE bomber planet set with the asteroid field as the planet, which was pretty cool. So yeah, and so it, like, just the fact that it has never been recreated, and I mean, like, it didn't even really do much. I don't know why I love this thing so much, like, why I wanted it so much, because it's like, I don't want a TIE interceptor. I've never wanted a TIE interceptor. It's amazing, like, I want so many TIE fighter sets, maybe, or I don't know. I've just never really found much of an interest in a TIE interceptor, and the TIE bomber is the thing that always interested me, and all it was in was like a total of maybe 1 minute in Empire Strikes Back. So yeah. But anyway, so let's go over the minifig for a second. The minifigure is still blurry, I think. Yes, there we go. So it uses a stormtrooper head. It's got a brown head underneath. The stormtroopers normally had a yellow head underneath, so why a brown one? I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing that's just because like having a yellow head would stand out too much up against this black. So, I mean, they used a gray head for Darth Vader. So, and now he's got a tan head, and maybe it'll look weird, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, super simplistic printing. No printing on the back. Seriously, not much. And it doesn't bother me one bit. So, yeah, there you go. You got a minifig, and I don't know. Like, I've got this on stilts right now because I kind of want to do some comparison and talking about stuff. So we'll get this out of the way though. So, just gonna throw the instructions over here, and they were getting in the way for the longest time. So I don't know, they were being difficult. So yeah. Anyway, that opens up. These can open. It's pretty cool. I like it. The wings, they just stay like that. But anyway, as you can see, there isn't a control panel. That's like really my one big gripe about this set, is that there is no control panel. And we'll touch upon that later when we're doing some comparing to some other TIE fighters. But, I mean, considering that, like, this is just how you put the minifigure in there, there really isn't room for a controller. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is the first capsule that you build. We'll just kind of show you what it looks like from above, from behind, from here. So, yeah. Now, oh man, this is so hard to do. Here we go. We'll take a wing off. There we go. So, as I mentioned, there was a rubber band that was missing. Hello to all of you that skipped ahead. So, yeah, the guy that I bought it from, he had the rubber band not there. I don't know why. But anyway, I threw in all 6 of the bomb pieces in here because it can't actually hold that many. So, it can hold a lot. There's one other little minor issue. You can get some of them stuck up in there. So, I kind of wish that there should have been like another piece right there. And maybe I'll add one, maybe I won't. I don't know. I try not to alter the sets now anymore. So, because I want to try and get them to what they were. Like, that kind of gives more of their value, I guess. So anyway, back here, you just pull this one section, and then they drop. And there we go. Got 4 of them. I don't know, maybe... What did I do wrong? Oh. Alright. Well, I lost one somehow. That's not good. But unimportant. We're just going to ignore that fact. But brain, don't forget it. So anyway. And you can also see that there's some tan going on. Again, it doesn't really bother me. So, I don't know. I guess because the way I'll be having it, it'll be viewed like this. And you can't see any tan. like that. So the other side has actually got a lot more tan that you can see. So I don't know if that bothers you. Sorry. We've got this thing going on, and I looked, and this is actually where the bombs are stored in the actual TIE bomber. So this is actually where they're stored. And originally with the images, because I didn't have this set, and I wasn't even looking at reviews of this thing, I thought that this held both the bombs and the missile thing that launches out of here, and that there was something that you pulled and the bombs kind of came and rolled out from there. Like they fell through a hole and rolled out from there and fell down that way or something. So, I mean, I wasn't entirely wrong. That's where the bombs should be coming from, but they're stored over here. But understandably why? Because I just looked on Wikipedia, and this is actually like a missile launcher. There's a hole for a missile launcher, or like a ion missile thing in here, and it's really cool. So there we go. Just this little trigger back here. It's got one of these big spring-loaded missiles. This is what they looked like before 2005. So yeah, or it was 2007. I'm trying to remember when they redesigned this thing. So it's not really all that important. But, you know, just in case you weren't aware, yeah, that's what it looked like before. Also, some nice printed flag pieces. They are pretty cool. I like them a lot because printed pieces, man. Printed pieces. So we're going to put this thing back together, and then we're going to talk about an issue that I've been wanting to talk about. So, in essence, I mean, the review is kind of over. I don't regret paying $85 for this thing, given that it's been 13 years, and that's a pretty good price. And if you guys can find this, I do think that it would make a nice addition to the TIE Fighter collection of yours. So yeah, now that I've waited 13 years, watch 2018 TIE Bomber. So, you know, although honestly, I kind of would still want this one. And I don't know. And then there's also this idea that what if there were first order TIE Bombers? Now that would be a set that I might be interested in getting, but only if it's not $20 overpriced, like just about every other set that's been coming out from Force Awakens. So anyway, now let's move on to this big issue that I want to talk about. Alright, so we've got this thing here. We're just going to kind of compare it to, oh man, Darth Vader's TIE Advanced for a second. So I looked, there aren't any blasters on here, so this is actually accurate. It looks a little bland, but it is accurate. And then we've just got more of this blue going on. So kind of the same looking, although you can tell that these triangular pieces are different. So I don't know, it's just a thing to point out to you guys. It's not really too important to really note, but it is a thing. Also, and this is actually a little stand that I made for myself because of the regular TIE Fighter actually having one, but it opened up from here, and there you've got a control panel, and you'd sit Darth Vader down in there and crumple up his cape. So, but yeah, and then you look at this, it's what the heck's going on with this thing? So we'll just kind of throw him over there, put that more over here, yes, and then we'll bring in the TIE Fighter. So, well, come on, man. So here is my 2001 TIE Fighter. It's horribly out of shot. Not out of shot, out of frame, but that's because of this stand thing. So I need to figure out how to make another one of these stand-looking things specifically for a TIE Bomber. But when you compare these, can we get some more light going on in here? There we go. But again, you compare this, the entire thing opened up in front, and then this came down, and then you'd set your minifig inside, and you could flip the control panel back up. So just talking about control panels, like, yeah, they're not there, and that's kind of an issue, but look at this sexy, sexy blue. Like, so awesome. And that's why it makes me wonder that, like, if they do end up redoing this, it's just going to look boring. And that's why I would still have wanted the 2003 version if I didn't get it, if there was a redone version of a TIE Bomber. Even the minis, while they don't use the same color blue, they use sand blue. Alright? Like, that's awesome. They look great. Even this mini from 2008, or this polybag TIE Fighter from 2008 that I ended up getting in like 2012, 13, something like that. Was it? Or was it 14? I really can't remember. I was at Legoland and I felt like I needed to buy something. And lo and behold, I found this super cool little $4 TIE Fighter. So yeah. But I mean, even this has blue on it. These little these little mini-sized things, they still incorporated some blue. Now, obviously, you don't want to have something have too many colors, or else it will look terrible on a mini model. But like this guy, as cool as it is, it looks kind of bland. It's kind of boring because it's just all monochromatic, and it's just, I don't know. It's not that exciting looking, and I think that the LEGO Group taking the liberty of putting blue onto a TIE Fighter and all of its variants was such a smart move. Because, like, comparing this on here, like, ignoring the fact that we've got bluish grays now, I still don't really like them. Comparing this to this, now, obviously, like, this is a fun little model. Like, I enjoy the pieces that are going on here. This, I mean, it's using the pieces that were of the time. So, I mean, imagine what a TIE Bomber could look like today. That'd be really cool. But I still feel like it would be fairly bland. I mean, like, it would look kind of cool because it'd have all these details and stuff going on up on the front, and there'd be stuff happening. There'd probably be some sort of a spring-launched missile thing that's not like this in there. And, like, incorporate some of this detail that's going on this thing. But again, like, it wouldn't be blue. And I feel like that is what helped, because it made these TIE Fighters pop. Like, you've got everything being black and gray in the Empire. You've got the Death Star. You've got the Imperial Star Destroyers. Now, those things, don't touch them, alright? They're perfectly fine because they don't have any markings on them. You've got, like, ARC 170s and X-Wings and Jedi Starfighters and Trade Federation ships that all have these markings, or they're these different colors, but then you've got these Imperials and they're just gray. And they just don't look all that appealing. But because they've got these markings on them that are in gray, that I don't have a gray model to show you. I could grab the other Darth Vader's TIE Fighter and show you guys, but whatever. But it's like, because these markings are blue and not gray, I feel like it makes it pop more. I'm trying to remember, I've just only seen pictures of it, but there was an Ultimate Collector Series TIE Interceptor. And I'm fairly certain that even that had blue on it. It wasn't until like 2007 or 2009. I'm trying to remember the year. Or maybe, no, it was 2008. It was 2008. And you had the Ultimate Collector Series version of Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and that was strictly gray. Now, I do think that for like an Ultimate Collector's Series thing, maybe they should be more screen accurate. But like, adding blue onto this, I feel like it just helps, because it helps it pop off the screen. It just works. And maybe that was just a thing that somebody kind of noticed, that the gray on the TIE Fighters were kind of reflecting the blue from the blue screen when it was put onto the film of the original trilogy. But like, it's something. Clearly the battery doesn't like the fact that I'm talking about this, so, and I probably should be wrapping this up, but I mean, I've been wanting to make a video for a long time just talking about a new idea that I've got, where I just talk about certain things, concepts, stuff that I'm interested in, or stuff that I have strong opinions about that I would like to share in kind of a pseudo podcast form, to where maybe there would be some sort of visual on the screen, but then you could also like have your own audio version of it. But like this issue of blue being on TIE fighters, I feel like it just works. There's something about it that works. And why blue of all colors? I mean, they could have gone with some other color, but I think blue is just that right color that's like, it's still a fairly dark color. It's cool. It's a cool color, as well as being like super cool. So it works well with that black and that gray. But if it was like white or something, I feel like it would, I don't know, maybe white would look kind of cool, but maybe that would also kind of just not work. And I feel like these bluish grays might be throwing it off too. So, but yeah, anyway, this has been MCLegoboy with 4479, the TIE Bomber. I really do like this. If you do happen to find a way to get it, maybe you've got a friend that is interested in selling you it, and you know, they don't know what price it's for. Don't tell them that, you know, well, people online are selling it up to like $150. So seriously, like, sealed in the box, it was insanely priced. And then some that were just like with the box, but it's been built and we've got like one missing thing in it. It was going for like over $100, and I was like, geez, man, I don't know if I really want to pay $100 for a $230 set. So yeah. But anyway, I do like it. It's nice that it's never been remade, so I approve of it. I enjoy the functions that are in it. So yes, this has been MCLegoboy. See you guys. Alright, so I found all the pieces. Apparently one of them had rolled over and like found its way stuck in here. I honestly don't know how that happened, but it happened. Yeah, seriously, what? Oh man. No. So, yeah. Maybe that bomb thing is not the best, but it's still a neat function, so yeah.